be with you. So many of you I have met on different occasions. Thomas, thank you very much. And to everyone, thank you so much for being here and for the work that you do every day. Because the interviews that you do and the stories that you put out into the community are so critical to your individual communities. But because they're critical to your communities and because they help your communities understand the issues of the day and connect with the issues of the day, you make Ontario stronger. So I am so very, very grateful to you for the work that you do. And I know that you do it. You do it in sometimes difficult circumstances. I know that you have small staffs. I know that it's hard to compete. It's a difficult market. But we're very grateful to you as politicians at Queen's Park because we know how important it is that our diverse population be strong and that we have the ability in this province to connect with each other and to communicate with each other. One of the reasons that I have consistently wanted to have a connection with you, and we've met many, many times in open houses, at your celebrations, at your events, but it's very important to me that we, as Ontarians, that we all understand the issues that we are dealing with. That, there's not a rural Ontario and an urban Ontario and a white Ontario and a non-white Ontario and an Ontario that speaks English and an Ontario that doesn't speak English. We are all in this together. And it's very important to me that we respect each other's differences, but that we recognize that if Ontario is going to be strong, we have one Ontario. And we all need to be part of that Ontario. And that is, I see that as my job as Premier, to make sure that our government acknowledges and recognizes difference, but at the same time that we work together for the things that we all share. So the values that we share. We want the best education system for our children and our grandchildren. We want the best healthcare system for our loved ones, whether they're our parents or our grandparents or whether they're our children who need it. We want the best infrastructure in the province so that we can move around this region and beyond. And I'm going to come back to transportation because you will know that it's something that I'm talking about today in a very big way. But infrastructure and the conditions for business to thrive, important to all of you. So many of the people who are your constituents, who read your journals, who listen to you on radio and watch your television shows, they are people who are engaged in small business, or they're trying to get into business, or they're trying to find a way into the workforce. So the issues that Michael talked about in terms of training and adult education and language training, those are things that are critical to your readers. So we want to make sure that we continue to have an ongoing dialogue with each other. It's not enough for us just to meet once and not meet again. And that's why over my time as an MPP and a minister, I have tried to keep the connections with as many of you as possible so that we can know each other. And I intend to continue to do that as Premier, that we continue to have a relationship so that you can understand where I'm coming from and I can understand where you're coming from. So that is my commitment.